Hey everybody, it's me, Super Pole Games. Welcome back to Seduce Me. I need you to the Otome. We are Fatty Vag over here in the corner. We have a bunch of demons living in the house we just inherited that we're trying to hide. And our friends Suzu and Naomi have just called, telling us they're at the front door. Right on cue, there was a knock from the lobby door. My heart stopped. Suzu and Naomi were here. What if they find out about the cute demon boys I've got?
I'll get it.
My heart quickly began to pound in my chest. Matthew was in the lobby, and he'd get to the door first. I instantly jumped out of my chair and rushed out of the dining room. As I passed through the archway between the dining room and the lobby, I saw Matthew reach his hand for the brass door handle, causing the world to go into slow motion. Matthew, don't! Before my words could reach his ears, Matthew had opened the door and revealed the surprised faces of Naomi and Suzu. What do you mean, What did you expect, Matthew? When you open the door, there's going to be somebody at the other end when you heard knocking. I swear, you're an idiot. Oh, wait, maybe you didn't hear knocking. Maybe we just heard that on the phone call that they were here, and you just happened to open the door at the same time. Wait, I thought you said you'd get it. I'm confused. Naomi and Suzu were like, what? The world around me stopped as Suzu and Naomi... if you didn't remember, this is Naomi, the tall, cute one, and Suzu's the badass one. Kept their eyes on Matthew, merely stared back in fear and embarrassment. I could feel the air go from warm to freezing in a matter of seconds. Suzu and Naomi say nothing.
Hi?
Apparently my friends have never met a cute boy before. I could not believe this was happening. How was I going to explain this? This week was already bad enough. Yeah, it's hard to explain. Come on, if I inherited a giant mansion and some hot girls answered my door when my friends came over, I'm not going to be like, oh no, how do I explain there are hot girls in my cool-ass mansion? I'm not too worried about that. To make matters worse, I was frozen in place. Please, for God's sake, someone do something other than stand there. Naomi says nothing. Matthew says nothing. Well, say something, Fatty Vag.
Who are you?
I'm Fatty Vag. Oh, wait, you mean Matthew. Suzu, let me explain, maybe?
What's going on here?
Shut up, Naomi, I'm explaining.
Who's at the door, Matthew? Oh.
Uh-oh. I'm gonna look like a gangbang slut now. Soon the other incubi appeared in the lobby with us. The situation was not getting pretty. I had to think fast. I'm not saying they're my brothers, because if I make out with them later, it's gonna look weird. I'm not gonna say they're in their head. I'm just gonna say they're visitors.
Then why did one of them open the door?
What, Naomi? Your family's not allowed to open the door? What kind of sexist, matriarchal society do you live in where your male housemates, family members, whatever, can't open a door?
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
What, you've never had a guest open the door, Suzu? Go fuck yourself. They're obviously visitors. I did tell the truth. It was no use. There was no time to lie to them. I felt helpless. Yeah, like they're gonna believe they're demon men. Then I felt a hand on my shoulder, and I felt the tension in my body almost fade away. That's me farting, because I relaxed. I turned my head to see James smile at me before stepping in front of me.
We must apologize, ladies. We know the situation must be confusing for everyone. Let's take this to the dining room and we'll explain everything.
James might eat you. I stared at James wide-eyed. Oh, James! Was he going to tell them who they were? Everything seemed surreal. They better not like the girls better than me. Before I knew it, I was led to the dining room along with Suzu and Naomi and sat across from their confused gazes. As Naomi and Suzu sat down, Eric and Matthew placed their untouched penises, plates, of food in front of them, surprising their guests.
Whoa, this looks amazing.
Suzu, you're being bought by food. Delicious bacony food.
Thank you.
Our pleasure, ladies. We hope you enjoy your meals.
I hope James doesn't get a crush on Naomi, because they're both kind of dweeby. I like James. Go fuck yourself, Eric.
Make sure you dig in.
Shut up, Cookie Monster. I looked at Naomi and Suzu, and they began to eat, visibly enjoying every bite they placed in their mouths. Yeah, that's good. Put them in your mouth holes. Eat it all up. Hopefully the food would ease their minds for whatever James wanted to reveal. I hope it's like his penis. As Naomi and Suzu ate their impromptu meals, James and the other boys stood behind my chair, making me grow more red in the face.
So, Anderson, are you gonna tell us what's going on?
Well, you see, Gently, James placed a hand on my shoulder again, signaling me to just eat my food. Oh, I like it when he takes control. As I began to eat, he spoke to Naomi and Suzu.
We are Miss Anderson's house servants. We were hired by her late grandfather to help around the mansion, but since he has passed, we now assist Miss Anderson with living on her own.
That makes sense. It's such a huge house.
You've got a huge mouth, Naomi.
A huge house for a wonderful princess such as Miss Anderson deserves the greatest of servants to care for it.
Wow, Eric. Flattery gets you everywhere. You're kind of a douche, but when you say good things about me in front of other people, I like that.
But why are you all dressed so casually and stuff? Aren't servants supposed to have uniforms or whatever?
Suzu, quit trying to make them into slaves. Yeah, we should get them uniforms. James kind of looks like he has a uniform.
Well, Miss Anderson allows us to get comfy while we work, so she lets us wear casual clothes.
Yeah, I'm not a bitch, Suzu.
Yeah, something like that.
Sam, I'm going to kill you in your sleep.
We're sorry if we made this situation awkward earlier.
We're very sure that Miss Anderson is also still getting used to having us as her servants. It would be very hard to explain after just a day.
I guess.
So, if I may ask, what brings you two ladies here?
Well, we wanted to see how our friend was doing. Since it's the weekend and all, usually we hang out and just chill.
Yeah, like going to the arcade and stuff.
Oh, I thought Suzu and us Netflixed and chill. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh.
Or the Pink Lady Cafe.
Is that like a lesbian cafe, or is that... I mean, am I reading too much in it, Suzu? Let's make out.
There's an arcade?
That makes a lot of sense, ladies. Well, we don't wish to disturb you any further than we have, so we'll take our leave and start preparing the house.
Where will you take your leave to?
Huh? Preparing for what?
We gotta prep the house for some sort of housewarming party thing.
Our princess's parents requested a housewarming party to be held here soon.
And by soon, they mean like tonight even? Party times?
Oh, well, I guess we can help out or something. Right, Naomi?
I thought you wanted to go to the arcade.
This housewarming thing is more important.
This is very important, Naomi. I don't think you understand anything about owning a mansion and having demon boys.
No need. We can handle it. If you'd like to, miss, you can go out with your friends while we handle things here.
Seriously?
Sam, not now.
Well, I wanted to help out, but at the same time, I wanted to go with my friends. James gave me a look of understanding, letting me know that if I left, everything would be okay. I had to make a decision. Oh, no. I am very torn, because, I really want to get into Suzu's pants, because she's cool. But then again, I feel like I should stay and help around the house.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. Besides, it is my housewarming party, and you guys might fuck up the preparations, so I should be here to help too and make sure you don't.
Want us to help out as well?
Yes, Suzu, you can help me all night long. I think we've got it taken care of, though. Thanks, girls. No fatty vag. Keep Suzu.
All right. We'll head on out then, so we're not in the way.
No, I wanted Suzu. Sorry, guys. I'll hang with you soon.
It's all good, Anderson. We'll definitely come to the housewarming party tonight.
Suzu, you can warm my house any night. Thanks, girls. I led them back into the lobby and walked them to the doors, opening it for them with a thankful smile. They both gave me hugs before walking out to Naomi's car, which was parked in the driveway. And with that, they left. I was happy that they wanted to help, but I had to do this on my own. It was not their work, so I didn't want to force it on them just because they were my best friends. Instead, these people who I'm forced to be slaves have to do it. We had the entire day to work. The party was tonight, and we had to do all we could to make everything right. We sat down and talked about what needed to happen before the party that started that night. Each guy had been assigned a different part of the party to do, and right after lunch, we began to work. Since everything was taken care of by at least one incubus, James told me I could assist one of them. The question was who? I'm sure you all can guess with the way Fatty Vag has been so far. We could help Eric with the dining room. That's important, but I don't like Eric. We could help Sam with the front yard, but Sam's a dipshit. We could help Damien with the lobby, but he's annoying. We could help Matthew with the cooking, which actually makes a logical sense. But I think Fatty Vag would be like, James, why don't I help you with the garden? Maybe you could plant something in my garden. Ha ha ha. James and I headed out to the gazebo. It had been years since I'd been in the small field. The gazebo was smaller than I remembered, but I'd grown since I'd last seen it. Isn't that the way it is? When you go somewhere as a kid, and then if you don't visit it for 10 or 20 years and you come back as an adult, you're like, wow, it's so much smaller than I remember. James rolled up his sleeves and took in a breath of air before sighing contentedly.
So, we need to cater to the plants and make sure there are no muddy spots in the grass. It may take a while. Are you sure you wish to help me and not the others?
Yes, James. I'll watch you bend over and take care of the plants. I shook my head, rolling up my sleeves as well. I think I can handle it. I'd rather work outside like anyways. Hey, we can get sweaty together. James nodded with a smile before handing me a watering can. Gesturing to a group of flowers by the side of the yard, I walked over and began to water the flowers. However, as silence took control of the air, I felt the need to start a conversation. Of course, Fatty Veg, you always have to talk. I'm going to ask him a question. So, do you like flowers? Oh, I went for it. I asked the big question. I wanted to smack myself. That was a terrible conversation starter. I mentally smacked myself before hearing James chuckle softly. I turned to look at him as he nodded.
They have a wonderful aesthetic. Many people would think that flowers are simple and rather boring, but I've learned secrets about flowers.
James, are you insane? Insane in the James brain? We like the flowers. They've told me the secrets. They're writing a parchment. They're writing a manifesto, and only I know where it is. Secrets? Like about flowers? Like the special way to water them or something? You don't kiss them, do you? Because you could kiss me.
You could say that. There are right and wrong ways to water flowers.
Oh, sensual. Can you show me? Oh, Fatty Veg, you whore. James gave a small smirk before walking over and standing behind me. I instantly blushed as he brought his arms underneath mine, guiding the watering can. What, he can't just pick one up and shows you? It's gotta be like a tennis thing where he's like, let me get behind you and bump your butt. The water gently poured over the dirt, sinking into it and dissolving into the roots, because that's so much better than any other way of pouring water on flowers. However, my concentration on the water was broken by the sound of James' voice in my ear.
Flowers need to be cared for gently, like a fragile light. Too much power and they'll break, but too little and they'll wither and fade away. It's like caring for a pet or a loved one.
Do you mean, James, like if I had a cat or a dog, you would pour water out of your watering can on it too? Like a loved one? Oh my god, I think it means he likes me. Fatty Veg, what? You're jumping to conclusions. For some reason, those three words echoed in my head. James continued to guide my watering can. Does that mean like my pee hole? Using gentle hands to lead my arms to my body. It was almost like a dance. Eventually he let go and stepped away from me. I turned to him as he simply smiled at me before returning to his work. I felt my face with my hand, feeling the extreme warmth before shaking my head and continuing to water the remaining plants. He touched me, everybody. The hour of the house party had arrived. In my mind, I kept double and triple checking the essentials for the party. Knowing my dad, he invited his business partners and the executives of the Anderson Company to show me off. What if I failed bad? Like, how would I take care of this party by myself? My dad's an idiot. I swear, Grandpa dropped him on his head as a baby. It's gonna be funny if our dad shows up and he knows these incubi, like they used to be his boyfriends, and then Grandpa made him... Maybe Grandpa made Dad date a girl, and that's our mom, and that's why Dad's mad, because he really wanted his boy lovers. I don't know. I stood in front of the mirror in my room, staring at my form, ooh, girl boobs, as a million thoughts ran through my mind. Maybe James will touch them. It was just a housewarming party, but at the same time, it wasn't. It was my chance to show my dad that I was better than his expectations. It was... Come on, girl. Come on, Fatty Veg. He smacks you and he constantly judges you. You're never going to prove to him you're good enough until you're like, fuck you, bitch. It was a chance for me to see my parents as a woman. What? No, what? Is a chance for me to see my parents as a woman? They're both a woman? I must have read that wrong. Look, my dad's a bitch. It was my test to see if I was ready to live on my own. Well, not truly alone. I mean, I do have 5 male incubi to think of, but even so, I didn't have my dad guiding me or my mom helping me through living alone. I've got demon men now. A knock on my door broke my thoughts, surprising me. Like, who is it?
Hey, are you okay in there? Your parents should be here soon, so you should hurry getting ready.
Hey, Naomi, you want to rub vaginas together for heat? To stay warm in the winter? Well, I'm, like, ready, but...
But what? I'm sure you look fine, Anderson. Just come on out.
Suzu! Like, alright. Oh, man, Naomi, you look hot. Let's do it. And Fatty Veg looks hot, too. You didn't really dress up, Suzu, but that's alright. Come on, let's make out, Naomi. Aw. As soon as I opened the door to the hall, I watched as Naomi's and Susie's faces turned from smiles to complete awestruck stares. I so wish I'd gone to the arcade with Naomi now. What?
Dude, you look hot.
Oh, Suzu's hitting on me.
Yeah, you look amazing. Where did you get that dress?
Let's have a threesome in the bed now. I don't know. Probably one of the demons made it for me, or it was Grandpa's dress. I don't know. Well, I had it for a while now. I just never had, a chance to wear it or anything. I figured I might as well bring it out now. Whoa, you guys clean up nice. I like the blue, Matthew. That works well. I stepped out of my room and closed my bedroom behind me. As I walked down the hall to the grand lobby, the incubi stood waiting for me at the bottom, all dressed to the nines as proper servants.
Whoa, they really know how to dress well, don't they?
Shut up, Naomi. They're mine. Yeah, I guess they look okay. I was slightly taken aback on how great the boys looked in uniform. Each had the poise of a perfect gentleman, even Sam. I slowly began to climb down the steps with Suzu and Naomi behind me. The boys watched as I descended the staircase, one step at a time, like knights waiting for the princess. I felt my face slightly flush, but I quickly shook my head to try and regain my thoughts. As I reached the last step, James offered his hand to me. Oh! And walked me down that final step, smiling.
As beautiful as a princess, miss.
Thank you, James.
So, are you prepared for tonight?
I'm gonna be honest. To be honest, no. I didn't feel confident at all. Something about tonight frightened me. I couldn't tell if it was the fear of my dad or of my guests that Dad surely invited, but something about tonight's party left me beyond nervous. But I can tell James he's a good listener. As a demon incubi, I'm sure he has no ulterior motives. The other boy smiled assuringly at me, which made me feel a little better about everything. I looked at my phone and marked the time. Almost right on cue, the doorbell rang. I gulped. Gulp. I could practically feel my dad's aura from behind the door. Sam and Eric quickly rushed to the door and opened the double doors wide to reveal my parents, both dressed in their best. Sam, Eric, beat my dad up. Mom, you look nice. Dad, you look like a prick like always. Hey, Mom. Hey, Dad. Hi.
Oh, my. I didn't know your bequeathment came with servants.
It was probably overlooked. Besides, who would deny good service?
I was completely shocked. My parents didn't question the boys? They didn't ask for verification or anything? Well, I hate to break it to you, Fatty Vag, but so far, your parents have not been very good parents. I looked to the boys and noticed Sam and Eric staring intently at my parents. I bet they want to make out with my parents. Were they using their powers on them? They had to be. There was no way they'd be okay with this otherwise.
I guess the servants counted as belongings to the house.
That's a really dark way to look at it, Dad. My mother quickly rushed to me and gave me a large hug. I hugged her back, inhaling her perfume. It had only been a couple of days, but living away from the ones who raised me was hard. My mother soon let me go and looked at my outfit.
Gorgeous. You look so lovely. David, look at your daughter and tell her I'm right.
Are you hitting on me, Mom? I looked to my dad, who was looking around the lobby like an inspector. I stood my ground, waiting for him to look at me. Notice my beautifulness, Father. When he did, he let a small smile grace his lips.
Your mother's right. You look like you're all grown up.
That sounds pervy, Dad. The world around me stopped as my heart pounded in my chest. Did my dad just compliment me on his own accord? My mother was grinning ear to ear at his words. I was beyond speechless. Thank you, Daddy. However, his cold face quickly returned as he began to look around once again.
I assume that you're ready, then, to impress the rest of the guests, correct?
With my hot sluttiness? Yes. What do you mean?
The entire board from Anderson Toys is coming tonight. Even the vice chairman's son will be coming. All of them will be measuring your potential.
It's a little creepy they're all going to be coming. This ain't an orgy, Dad. And I don't care about the vice chairman's son. I've got demon boys who are cuter. What about my potential?
To become CEO of the company.
I knew it. Something was off about tonight, and now this party had made much more sense than I had anticipated. I gulped silently, but I nodded in response, and I looked to the incubi. But they were continuing to be servants for my father's approval. Maybe they'll fuck the entire board to get me the CEO position. Our dad was setting us up for failure, right? He drops us off here. He doesn't make sure we have food or anything. And then he's like, I'm going to invite everybody over for a house party to see if you can be CEO. Well, fuck you, Dad. I looked behind me and saw Naomi and Suzu raise their thumbs at me. Didn't Naomi look hot? For encouragement, I let out a small breath before feeling my body accept the situation. I felt a weight in my gut, but I had to hide it. Should have pooped before this, fatty vag. As if time zoomed forward, all of a sudden the main hall of the lobby was full of guests. Men and women in formal or business attire, why are they wearing tires, suddenly showed up to meet me and my new home. I didn't expect many to come. Haha, that's like my sex life. What? But I was once again surprised that night. On that awkward note, that's going to be the end of this episode. I want to thank you all for watching. I am greatly enjoying Michaela Law's work here. Oh, is there some background music I missed before? So our party is properly started as we've got to impress these assholes so we can be the head of the CEO, or the CEO of the toy company our grandfather had, which I think actually Fatty Vag would be good at it. She helped him design good toys and is way better than our dad. Our dad would probably sell stick up your ass the game. I will see you all in the next episode, or at least I hope to. Take it easy, everybody.